Got the Texans Fan Better Podcast. Young Bridge, Fifth Ward Crenshaw. You know the best out there. Keno from Diggity 713. To all my Texans Nation. If you feeling good, I want you to throw them H's up high. Yeah, like that. I see you. Let's swarm. Yeah, Houston, Texas, born and raised. Yeah, that's where I'm from. The best city in the state. Yeah, we stay turned up. There's excitement in the air for the Houston Texans. We swarming all year, causing havoc, we wrecking. Coming off that edge, we got 5-5-5-5-1. Team on the outside, locking down your number one. All about the swarm mentality. And the H, standing on business is the way we operate. I rep that 7 like CJ, that 1 like Diggs, that 3 like Dell. H-time we doing it big, you know that 12 out here, and don't you never forget, better pick your poison, cause we got Joe in the midst. We rock that battle red, still blue, Liberty white, H-time blue, drip galore, man, we so fresh, fire like the field. Shout out to the whole squad, chasing greatness, eyes on the prize, one goal, it's time to take it. Let's get it. Throw them H's up, throw them H's up, now you throw them H's up, throw them H's up, we throw them H's up, throw them H's up, let's show love for them Texans, cause them Bulls about to perform. Throw them H's up, throw them H's up, now you throw them H's up, throw them H's up, we throw them H's up, throw them H's up, let's show love for them Texans, cause them Bulls.
Hello, welcome back to the Texans Fan Ball Podcast, brought to you by Fan Ball Sports. I'm your host tonight, Matthew Briggs, and as always, I got my crew with me. But before I introduce them, we were supposed to have Ben Tate on the show, but we had some issues coming up, so he will possibly join us later. We'll find out. But till then, let me introduce you to my team swarm. First off, we got the man that you should hear out every week. We got Mr. Keno.
What's good, everybody? What's good, H-Town? Hope everybody feeling good and blessed, man.
And like we said, this is season 5, so we're going to kick it off Fifth Ward. We got Mr. Fifth Ward himself, Mr. Crenshaw.
What up? What up?
All right, fellas. Well, like I said, hopefully Mr. Ben Tate shows up. But till then, let's talk some Texans news. We hired a new defensive line coach, former Texan Frank Oakham. Kendall, I'll start with you, man. What's your thoughts on this?
My thoughts on it is seems like he has a good resume. So not really too much to talk about with it. Of course, like just hope the D-line can grow from last year. D-line was pretty good last year. So just hope they can continue to take that next step, and we'll continue to build. And also, of course, as far as like the interior, we do hope that we can draft a guy too that can be effective right away. So honestly, it seems like a good hire, and just ready to see how this draft goes to see if we can get him somebody, a young guy.
Okay. Yeah, right. He does have a pretty good resume. Kershaw, what do you think? Former Texan Frank Oakham, you okay with it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, you know, the more the better. Yeah, I'm okay with it, bro. Like I say, my main concern now is free agency and the offensive line or whatever. But I'm okay with it. Let's swarm with it.
Okay. Yeah. So, telling you fellas earlier, 2021 he was with the Panthers. The stat says that the defensive line collectively was ranked 15th in the NFL. They were 18th in sacks. 2022 he went with the Las Vegas Raiders, and that's when Max Crosby had his best year. And they were 12th in sacks and 20th overall. But then from 22 to 20 to this year, he's with the Toledo Rockets. And let me pull it up. I forgot what I said. I don't want to get the wrong ones. He was 11th in the country with sacks and 27th overall in total defense. I think, who was it? You, Crenshaw, that said that's pretty damn good, because how many colleges are there in NCAA? Yeah, like it seems like there's a new one. Yeah, there's like a new one every year. So, yeah, like, and the thing that excites me is you hear Max Crosby had his best year with him. now you have a guy like Will Anderson, who's just constantly get better. I don't think Max Crosby ever had a guy as good as Daniil Hunter. So you add that together, and who knows what you're going to get, right? So the only thing that I would like to see is us getting a defensive tackle.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that was mainly on vet guys, which is always good. Of course, last year, like in the off season, we was kind of hoping for us to draft a DT. We did draft him one Harris from Auburn, I believe, but they ended up cutting him, which is very rare. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, you get drafted, they most likely keep you or they'll put you on the practice squad, whatever the case may be. But we ended up letting him go. And he seemed pretty decent. But that is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this year we can get one in that second round at least. Um I don't want to get too deep into what I want us to do for the first pick, but at the end of the day, hope we can get a live, nice D tackle. You know what I'm saying? That's explosive. You know what I'm saying? Got good moves in the pocket, and you know what I'm saying? That's dominant at the D tackle position because that's definitely going to be needed, especially for our features. So yeah,
And as you can tell, the Super Bowl, you need a
Jalen Carter.
right. Well, not just a Jalen Carter. You need a dominating offensive line.
Yeah. Oh,
The,
offensive line, yeah, for sure.
the Eagles split 0%, 0 times the whole Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Look what happened. That's probably one of the worst times I ever seen Patrick Mahomes in the game. Besides, well, who was it? Tampa Bay. Like
Yeah, Tampa
so,
Bay.
yeah. So, and that team too, right? Like they had a great defensive line. So it seemed like the recipe to beat the Chiefs is have a great defensive line.
Yeah, and also have star power on your offense.
Yeah.
Straight up dominance on your offense. Because once you get them, and at the end of the day, we had them what we need to have them in that Chiefs game in the playoffs, but just offense needed to do more, but we couldn't get that done. So at the end of the day, it's I have hope in in our offense. Honestly, we need to get at least one more receiver. I feel like hopefully we draft one and we get one in free agent or trade for one. That's how I personally feel like CJ can never have too many weapons. We know Nico gonna miss about 4 to 5 games a year, so we definitely gotta have that backup plan. You know what I'm saying? If that happens again, and we know Tank gonna be out honestly the rest of next year, so we definitely hopefully Nick got something up his sleeve, man.
Well, and our offense really doesn't have to be like again. Look at the Eagles. Like they don't have to be high powered. They don't have to be dynamic. They just need to stay on the field where the defense doesn't get tired. Right?
Yeah. I
Like
feel like they dynamic though, man. Like they receiver core, like Brown and Smith, they dominant, man. They make the tough catches. You know what I'm saying? They get open. They Jalen Hurts don't have to make tough throws when it comes to them. Like all you gotta do is just put it right there on their chest and whatever route they run, they open. So they have that. And then plus they have Saquon, a running back that can take it to the house for 70 yards. So and then the O line dominant. So they have everything I feel like on the offensive end. That's just my opinion. So
well,
hopefully we can get there.
well. I mean, again, you look at what they did. Right? So they went to the Super Bowl what 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Steichen, offensive minded guru coach. Um, head coach remains to be seen because right now in Indianapolis, it doesn't seem like he's the guy. But when it comes to offensive coordinator, he was great. Look what they did. Then they went to what was it, Brian Johnson? Terrible.
Yeah, Brian Johnson for 1 year.
Yeah, and look what Hurts looked bad. They had one of the worst fallouts because they started like what 6-0, 7-0, or something like that, and
Yeah,
barely.
no, I think it was eight
Yeah,
and zero.
Yeah, and they went from the 1 seed all the way to like the 7th seed. Like so, they had one of the worst fall offs.
Mm-hmm.
And then they bring in another great minded coach and Kellen Moore. Yeah, he went to the Saints. So the, and they had the same offensive line in that year gap, right? That year with
Hmm.
Brian Johnson, they had the same offensive line. Besides number 72, Beckham.
Yeah,
Whatever how you say his name.
and he was a tackle that they
He was
moved
tackling,
to
they moved him guard.
guard.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So yes, we don't know what Dick Haley brings, but hopefully it's something different than Bobby Slowick.
For sure.
And that's
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, it's only up. I feel like it can only be up from here. Like
right.
That's the thing. Of course, Nick has to do his job the best he can. You know what I'm saying? Just take it up a notch from the last off season and just continue to build and continue to draft well. But at the end of the day, it's all about fixing this O line the best way you can, upgrading, trading, whatever you got to do, and then after that, you got to go get you at least one or two. If you, which most likely we are bringing back bids, I feel like we still need to sign two more guys. Whether we draft a guy with the first pick and Imuka, and then you trade or you sign the guy. Like regardless, continue to have the weapons because for some reason our receivers drop like flies. I mean, we saw that last year, and we would hate to be in a situation we get to the end of the year like, dang man, this guy out for the year, this guy out for the year. So it's like we really got screwed up this last past season, and it's like, dang, if we had all our guys,
Honestly,
we
and
might.
Kersaw's the history guy. Um, there's not one year that we had all of our receivers healthy, right, Crenshaw? Either Andre went
No,
down, Kevin Walters went
I,
down. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's always something. It's going to be a running back, receiver, or it's a damn quarterback. So that's just like our little curse we have right now, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ken. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
No, you good, but yeah, like that's just one thing that it really had is like, dang, like what if, man? I hate thinking what if. Like that's no the most aggravated thing because it's like this happened like we just talked about year after year after year. Like, dang, bro, can we be healthy? Our main guys, can they be healthy throughout the season? And like, of course, you can be banged up the middle. You know what I'm saying? Almost to the end, but then when it comes playoff time, can we be fully healthy? Because if we fully healthy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we can be what we believe we can be. You know what I'm saying? We can be dominant and we can really be a high power offense. At the same time, people feel like, and I'm one of the guys that felt like Bobby Sloyd kind of held us back last year. So hopefully Nick could come in and we get everything he needs, fix this online, and we can go up. You know what I'm saying?
Eh, eh,
Because we got to score at least 27 and up, average 27 and up a game. That's how I feel. Like
Yeah,
Crenshaw said.
and when you say Bobby held us back, I feel like the players stopped buying into Bobby
Hmm.
because the players see that other teams made adjustments to us, but Bobby didn't make adjustments to them. He kept with the
Hmm.
same shit over and over again. I think the players got tired of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
if us fans could see it from afar, how you can't see it, Bobby? You watched. I'm hoping you watching the film after the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it was, bro. I think the players like, man, I'm sick of this shit right here. So hopefully
yeah,
this guy Nick, with his gap schemes that they say he's good at, could come in, and then Cole, as they say Cole was telling Chris what to do, but Chris didn't want to hear it. Hopefully he could get our stunts right on the offensive line. And it could be better. Me personally, bro, I want to just build the offensive line and keep building the defensive line. We really ain't got to get another goddamn wide receiver. It would be nice, but if your offensive line can hold CJ up, defensive line could dominate. Like Matt said, those guys didn't much blitz Patrick Mahomes. They didn't much blitz him. That's how they was dominating on the back end. So if you could get to any quarterback with just four guys, that's a recipe for success. So I want to just get the offensive line right and defensive line just keep get a good nose tackle in there and just keep rotating those guys. I think we'd be okay. I think you could win with just Nico Collins and a rookie out there. I mean, you don't have to have. I mean, think about it. Buffalo didn't have dominant wide receivers, and they was 3 points away to get to the goddamn Super Bowl.
But you forgetting what they had too. What did they have in
They
Brady?
They had a good offensive line, a good defensive line, and they
No,
had a
not
good running
not
game.
just that. They had a good offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they good. Yeah, Joe Brady, yeah, good offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? But not even to
Scheming
that.
matters. Though. At the end of the game, scheming matters. Just like you said, Crenshaw.
Scheming definitely matter. But like Josh Allen put the team on his back
Right.
because he knew them receivers wasn't shit. Them guys wasn't shit on the man. It's now receiver they have. I would want on the Texans. Them guys ain't shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm Shakur on our team is wide receiver too.
And that's only
Wide
because
receiver too.
think about it. Okay, when
Is
they had
Tank healthy? I don't think
when,
so. I
when,
think
You said what?
when they had Gabe Davis and they had Stephon Diggs, Shakur was just a guy.
Yeah, he was. But
So
he also
they
showed
made him
last
wide
year.
receiver one.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like he made a lot of plays this year. Like, and
but
yeah,
like, yeah, but
he's
that's what
pretty good.
Crenshaw
I'm not
said.
saying he's wide receiver one on our team. I'm just saying he might be wide receiver two. I mean, and then he plays like he's not.
Right.
He's on the
Right.
field. I'll
Right.
take him over Tank.
I I, th-
I'm
I
just
think Tank
saying, like
healthy. I think Tank's still a
if
good
he's healthy,
value.
but Tank that had 2 seasons in a row where he banged up and hurt.
And
I'm just
you
saying,
can't put it
like,
on Tank though, right? Like the first one was Bobby Slowick. Bobby Slowick ruined that season for him for putting him on the line for blocking. Like how you gonna block that little of a guy on that short field? Like that's a recipe for disaster. And then he had Jared Wayne with a freak accident and took his own man out. Like it wasn't
yeah.
like Tank Dells went out there and just stepped wrong and it was out for the season 2 years in a row.
I get that. I'm just saying, like,
Oh no, I get what you're saying.
Shakur, he's been
I'm
pretty
just
decent.
trying to hear the injury that he's injury plagued. He's really not. Like I said, it's not his body giving up on him. It's freak accidents that other people
I
put
kind
him.
of feel like he's too little. That's what it is to me. He's very small, and
Oh man, pause.
that's how I feel. Man, come on, Chris, y'all. But no, bro, I just think the man is he's very
You
skinny.
know,
Now, don't get me
you
wrong, he
know what?
got heart.
I'm
You know
with
what
you.
I'm
I'm
saying?
with you on that, Kenny. I'm with you on that. Like Matt, until this guy can play a full season, he's injury prone, bro. Until he can play a full season, he's missed the
Well,
he had season in the injuries back to back. Yeah, I get it. He should have been in there blocking. I get his own man ran into him, but damn, bro, damn.
well, it's
Yeah.
not. It's
And
not like it's not like a Nico Collins. Like I mean, this is the first. He didn't play a healthy season yet, so the it's still out in him. Is he not?
They both be banged up though, man. Like Tank he been
But
having
but
injuries.
what I'm saying is, Nico is different though, right? Because
Yeah,
Nico's body is fell on him. It's not Tank is the other way. But the bad thing is now with all these injuries, his body's probably going to fell him because your body can only take so much before
yeah,
before giving out. So, but
man.
I got a bold take, and I want to see if y'all think I'm on that good stuff or if I'm hitting. Okay, my bold take is I think we're closer to being the Eagles than people think. If you look at so let's start the defense wise, right? If you look what the Eagles defense has is a cold shutdown secondary. You got the white boy on the slot corner. You got Reed Blankenship and Gardner Johnson, the safety, and then you got Slay and Quinny Mitchell locked down. We're almost there, right? We got Bullock, we got Petrie, we got Last, Stingley. We just need one more safety, right? We just need that
Justin
one guy,
Simmons, pull up.
right? They got their edges. We got our edges. Their linebacker crew is good. Our linebackers crew is good. We just need more depth. And I think and shout
Hey
out
man,
to
they it's crazy because one of their best linebackers got CJ in the injury in the playoffs. So
right.
and they had a guy off the bench balling. I can't
Yeah,
42. I can't
yeah.
think of his name, but he was balling. He stepped in the
Well, they
ball.
also like that guy Braun. Now everybody wants him, and he's low key was just kind of under the radar, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But also shout out to Dr. Barrett. We do need a defensive tackle that D'Amico can build. Because the
Yeah.
last 2 years we went and got these old guys that's about to be put on the farm, and Rankins and can't think of the steroid guy. Drawing the blank. Guys,
D'Amico Archery. D'Amico
Oh,
Archery.
archery. Yeah, we need like we did draft one in the 6th round, but we need one like in the second or third.
yeah, I agree. That's why I say I hope we go second round D tackle this year, and I hope he's
Yeah.
legit.
So
Cause
on
yeah,
our defense is really close of matching that Eagles type defense. And then you look at the offense, we're almost there too. I'm not, and before everybody starts, oh, no way Mixon is, no, you're right. No way Mixon's Barkley. Barkley is a special player. I'm eating crow. I do now wish that Barkley came to Houston instead of Philadelphia. He's not, I take it all back. He's not injury prone. The dude's a beast. But Mixon is good enough to be that guy. We got the same type of wide receiver that AJ Brown we do in Nico Collins. Nico Collins just got to stay healthy. And in my opinion, I think CJ Stroud is a better passer than Jalen Hurts. We just got to get a legit tight end and a healthy wide receiver too, and fix the line, and we're there. That's all we got
yeah,
to do. We're there.
I agree. I agree. I just feel like the only thing is, man, the O line is like it's far off. That's it. Like
And
the
it's
O
really,
line is up here. Our O line is like down here.
but is
Like
it really though? Like, so Patterson was a good center.
he was
Getting better.
solid.
He was solid. Uh, Fisher, I think he solidified right tackle. The only man that can pick up stunts.
I mean, as long as he learned from him this season.
You're right. Keep Titus at left. I'm the guy that only allowed a half a sack at left guard. Tunzel is. I know everybody wants to get rid of him, get the cap, whatever, but he's still a top 5 left tackle. You
I
get rid
just
of
need this new O line coach to get on him. The
exactly.
only thing I don't like about Tulsa, man, dog, he just he it's like he nonchalant or he just don't care. That's how I feel. Like it sometimes I get the 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 rah rah, you know what I'm saying? But then there's other time it's just like brother just out there just to be out there. Don't get me wrong, he be locking up. I'm not
Just
saying
getting up.
that, but I'm saying he just out there just to be out there. I don't see him talking to the old line like, hey, like let's do this, let's do this. That's what we need from him. He's the leader on the offensive line. I need him talking to his guys, getting on them. When CJ gets sacked, I need him getting on them. Like, hey, look, like what went wrong here? Like, I need to see him talking. And don't get me wrong, we might not see everything, but it just seems like even when I'm at the games on from home, I just see him on the bench. Like he's not the one that's talking. And maybe his that's not his
Personality.
skill. You know what I'm saying?
His
That's not
personality.
what he got in him. He's probably not a leader. But my goodness, he's a captain on his team, so I
Well,
would
and
hope he
also
is.
you see his hands on his hips a lot too. Like when the play's still going. Like when his
Yeah,
assignment's done, is his hands on the hips. Like, bro, what are you doing?
yeah. That's all it is, bro. Tulsa is one of the greatest tackles in this league, of course.
But
I guess, me
you get
personally, I
you get
expect
rid of
more
Mason.
from him.
You get rid of Mason, and if you go in the draft and you get a center or a guard, like you can move Patterson. Okay, you get a center. You get Zabel in the draft. Okay, you move him to center and move Patterson to guard, and you get rid of that bum Green Zach Mason. Like get him off the team,
Yeah, man, we
and your
definitely
team's
got to
already
cut him.
cut. You know what I mean? And again,
Yeah.
the scheming matters too. Hopefully, Chris, what do you think?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, it just we got so much invested in the offensive line, man. Our first rounds and second round picks. I mean, Tunsil, we traded what 2 firsts for him. There's so much invested in the offensive line. It
You
making me
have
scared.
to. You have.
It's making me scared to draft an offensive lineman in the first round because we
Yeah.
got so much invested in the offensive line. And when we extended these guys, everyone was on board with it. It was like, okay, these guys gonna build continuity with CJ up until 2026, and now 1 year into the shit, let's get rid of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, bro. I'm just gonna put the faith and Cole hopefully can get these guys right because I don't know what to do, bro. I know they do need to bring in three guys because we need more competition because these guys
Depth.
know that
You need depth.
these
You
guys
know.
know that their position is solidified. So we need somebody to push them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We need somebody to
Competition
push
got to
them.
be there.
Well, not just
Yeah.
that, even like if like last year when this year when Patterson went down, when Zach Mason went down, when everybody went down, like you're picking, bottom at the barrel. So you need depth for when that happens. So that way you can keep it, like you said, Crenshaw, keep it consistent and always moving. And that's where I think we failed last year. Because the year before, it was a makeshift line, right? Like everybody was rotating in and out. There was different guys all over the
Yeah.
field, and it was like a top 15 line. And then you get a solid line, and it's the worst in the league.
I
It
kind
makes
of wish we ain't let
no sense, man.
Faint go, but it is what it is. But I wish we could have kept him. But I know he came here just to what he said to reset his value or whatever. To go get more money, pretty much. That's why he signed that 1 year deal. But yeah, man. Honestly, I think if anything, we need to trade for a guard. Like you could draft one too, but I think you should trade for one. Trade for one,
I
and of course, I want the guy from Cleveland, but
I, I
and I know it's hard to trade for a guard, but I don't know. Make something
if
happen.
if you're going for a guy who's already solidified, you go to the guy. You go get what's his name, Trey Smith from Kansas City. He's one of the greatest guards in the league right now. He's probably gonna want big money, but i- if he's young, he's proven. Like if you go get a proven guy, I think that's the guy you go for.
Yeah,
I I personally don't want to trade because you know what it's going to cost you draft capital. And as you can tell with the Eagles, with the Chiefs, with all these dang good teams, you know what they're doing? They're drafting very well to replace the guys they lose.
thing
And
about them though, they drafting defense. The Eagles, they drafted well on their defense. Offense has mainly been trades. The only offense that's really effective is Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith.
Dallas Goddard, he was
Oh, and
third,
the tight end
third.
too,
Yeah.
tight end too. But
Well,
as
same
far as like AJ and Saquon, they
free agent
signed and
trade,
draft.
bro.
Traded.
But
So
with AJ though, we're not gonna find an idiotic team like Tennessee and just give him away. I mean, that was
yeah,
like
I agree.
the steal of the century. You got something to say, Chris? I'll go ahead.
Oh no, I got something to say. I was agreeing with you. It's hard to find an AJ Brown because they definitely gave him away, and he got the last laugh at the end. Y'all should have paid me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to talk about the D Hop trade. I honestly think the AJ Brown trade is worse than that one. But I mean,
yeah.
that's my opinion.
I mean,
But
D Hop got traded 2 times. So
also look at the Lions though. They drafted Sam Laporta. They drafted Jameer Gibbs.
they
Like
yeah.
they're drafting these great players. And same
hmm
thing with the Chiefs. Worthy, Rice, like they keep draft hitting in these draft picks. So at like a couple years back, Snead was one of the greatest corners. He left. Now they got a guy replacing him in Trent McDuffie. They
It
don't have
also could be the
they
system
don't
though.
have to pay it though. You
That's
know what I
what
mean?
really I think that's
It
what
could.
really matters. The
It
system.
could, but you never know. So
True.
why not have that that replacement just in case?
Yeah.
So and it seemed like Nick is hitting in the later rounds. I think Jared Patterson is going to be a good lineman. I think Henry Toa, his stock completely went up through the roof. Dane Petrie's stock went through the roof. Like these guys are getting better. Question mark on Harris County because he can't stay healthy. Like he's hitting on different late pieces. So hopefully he can continue to do it because that's the only way you get better when you have players like Will Anderson, Derek Stingley, and CJ Stroud. Because all those three guys are going to break the break. He Stingley's going about to reset the cap for cornerbacks.
Y'all know what I just thought about? Do y'all think he traded out that first round for a reason last year? because of money. Because don't
They
don't
get
they
hurt.
pay? It's cheaper to like if they get drafted in the second round than they get drafted in the first round. Correct?
Yeah, but if they didn't trade for Diggs, they would
Diggs.
get money anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It really didn't matter.
Yeah, because I just thought about that, and I'm wondering, like, bro, we've been getting these first round picks, and of course, like the three main guys we yeah, the three first round picks we hit on is C.J. Will and Stingley.
And
Unfortunately, we didn't really hit on Mr. Kenyon. Seems like, but I mean, yeah, that's about it. But at the end of the day, Nick been doing this thing in the second rounds too, so
I,
and third
it
round.
got over
So
in the late rounds too. Like I mean,
yeah,
like we say, Harris is still a late round with the question marks on him. Pierce is a solid running back too, if he can stay healthy.
man, trade him.
I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying, like he has hit on the later ones. But um, the thing I'm on the boat with Crenshaw. I think we should have stayed in the first round. And okay, if you wanted Diggs, trade that second round. Yeah, you're out on last, and that does suck. But guess who's there at number 23? Quinny Mitchell. As you can tell, those two guys are.
Who was that? 23?
He
I thought
was
he was at
later. He was like
25.
28, 25. Yeah, he was later though. Brian
He
Thomas Jr. was
was.
23. But if we stayed
Man,
there, we get a shot at Quinny. You know what I mean? He's
I
there at
thought
23.
Eagles. You sure? I thought Eagles picked before us.
No, no,
Don't it go? Do it go by a record, or do we go by who lasts longer in the playoffs?
well, we had the Browns pick, and they were out
You right.
before.
You right. You
So
right.
we had. I think he was 25th. I'll look in a second.
No, we traded that Browns pick. We traded that Browns pick to get Will. We
No,
got our pick.
we traded our
We
pick,
didn't.
and we kept the
You
Browns.
right. You right. We traded
Yeah,
our pick and we got the Browns pick.
yeah.
Dang.
Well,
So yeah, that's
okay,
right.
so say that you like Lassiter better, right? Okay, you don't make the trade for Diggs. You get me and Crenshaw's boy BTJ Paz, and get last in the second. You got your young crew right there. You got your young receiver.
True.
You got your second lockdown corner, and you can build in the draft. The move for Diggs is kind of inflated everybody's hopes because that was a Super Bowl move, right? Like you get
Yeah.
a player like Diggs, you're making a statement, and of course, as we know, we didn't make that statement. We had a good season, but we didn't make
I
that statement.
mean, heck, shoot. They had us losing first round, so hey, I say we kind of still exceeded expectations, even though us as the fans, we was hoping for the AFC Championship or bust. But I mean, since we went through what we went through, I think we still did kind of like what we should have done, if that makes sense. Even though with the injuries, we lost two of our wide receivers for the season. You know what I'm saying? We still pushed, dominated in the first round, and then went to the second round and lost.
But again, I mean, it's if what it could have been, whatever, whatnot, right? But it's just whose body's going to give up more in the season, Brian Thomas Jr. or Stephon Diggs, right? Like
I agree.
If we didn't get Diggs, I think Thomas stays there the whole season. Go
I
But
ahead.
see,
agree
like,
now.
see, at the time when we made the trade, we assumed everybody's gonna be healthy.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
assumed that CJ was gonna pick up where he left off his rookie year, because everybody said who's stopping this offense. All the chats, the timeline. Oh man, we top
Media,
five offense. Man, we gonna be the Lions offense.
ESPN,
That's what we thought.
yeah,
And
ESPN, everybody.
yeah, it blew up in our faces. Game two, game one, we scored points because we had to keep up with the Colts. But game two against the Bears was a wake up call, but people ignored it because we won the game. And then game three, I think that's when we played Vikings. Game three, right? And we got our ass whooped. And that right there should have been a showing because game against the Vikings, we had everybody except for Joe, but we had all our wide receivers against the Vikings, and we couldn't do
Well,
a motherfucking thing.
and then we got spoiled again because we went out there and beat the Bills, in
Yep.
an offensive duel.
And then look, and then when we beat the Bills in the second half. We didn't score at all, but that last field goal. So that should have been another wake up call to everybody. Like, okay, maybe this offense isn't as good as we think it is, but fans ignored it. We started off 5-1. Shit, we 5-1, man. Got us fucked up. But overall, the offense was really, 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 really bad. Really bad.
Yeah. I just
So
I just wonder if Bobby would have schemed Brian Thomas Jr. correctly. That's all. Like I don't know. I don't know if he would have. I mean, of course the guy he can run the route tree, fast, explosive. I wanted him at first. Like, I mean, of course I would have been happy with that pick, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Sometimes you just never know. I mean, I guess he just ended up where he was meant to end up at. So, but yeah, I mean, trade does kind of like make us feel some type of way because it's like, dang, bro, like if that was cut short. He only played like what 5, 6 games, so that hurt us for sure. But as far as this draft coming up, I'm at first I didn't want the guy, but I'm kind of leaning towards us signing. I mean drafting Imuka because he's 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", solid size. He's very good at the slot. That's pretty much what he's been playing at Ohio State is the slot position. You know what I'm saying? And he's not skinny and little. No offense to nobody, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like we need us some solid receivers. You know what I'm saying that can do it all, can catch, block. You know what I'm saying, break tackles. You know what I'm saying. Just be a all around receiver for us, and I think he can be that for sure. But of course, we got to hope he fall to us.
Yeah, I don't want us trading up, right? Like
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
want to say if we trade, I want us to trade back a couple like 2, 3 maybe, because you still be able to get more capital. So I don't
yeah,
want to trade up because trading up is going to cost us a lot.
yeah, for sure. I mean, shoot, if he's gone by the time we pick him, I'll be a Nick trade back, going to trade back.
Well,
Cause
I mean, it really depends on who's there, right? Like
yeah,
if Tyler Booker from Alabama, I know a lot of people don't want him. I think he's a solid player. Uh, the defensive tackle Noel, if he's there, that's a good pick. You know, it all depends on who's there. But
yeah,
I'll tell you one thing, and both of y'all probably going to hate me for this. One thing I do not want the Texans to do is bring back D Hop. I love you, D Hop. Top
look,
Texans of all time. But bro, thank you, but no thank you.
yeah, bro, we good on that. We good on that. I told Chris that earlier.
Hey,
We good on D Hop,
everybody's
man.
like,
D
let's go
Hop
get him.
legend. Yeah, but
I
yeah,
Kershaw.
mean,
man.
I mean, it's almost like when like somebody James Harden coming back to the Rockets. Like we don't need him. Like D Hop need to be on another team to get another chance to get a Super Bowl. Yes, we think we're going to get there, but right now we're not the favorites. So he's better either staying in Kansas City, going to the Lions, Eagles, some shit like that. That's where D Hop need to go. He don't need to come here, especially after talking shit, throwing shade.
Oh
Nah,
yeah.
we don't need that shit here.
Yeah,
But he gave his gloves to Cal, son. I don't care. I don't
yeah,
care what he did at the Super Bowl. Um, look, he had a fall off. Even in the Super Bowl, I mean, he dropped a wide open pass that was not D Hop at all. So that
yeah.
doesn't mean anything. That's not what we need. And we've been having that all year long. Matthew drop passes, Dalton Schultz drop passes, Tank drop passes. Like we really need. What was it? 33-year-old man out here dropping passes. Like I'm good.
Nah,
If
he's
they
going to go
like
to the Eagles.
crazy,
You know what I'm
if they can
saying?
do some
Can't beat
crazy
him, join him.
contract like under 5 million, you okay maybe, but no, I'm good. But I'm sorry. You know what?
No, I said he go to the Eagles. If you can't beat him, join him. Eagles could use
Lions.
him.
I mean, the Niners. There's a lot of teams.
Yeah, somebody can use some depth. But I'm
Yeah,
good on D Hop, man. Got love for the brother, but nah.
yeah. Thank you.
Uh,
Now, in the past, I wasn't for this move, but if we do kind of like what we did for Joe Mixon and do like a sign and trade for T Higgins, I'll be okay with that. instead of signing Diggs for more money. Who would you rather take, Higgins or Diggs?
Dang. Hold on. Do the NFL do that?
Yeah.
They do signing trades?
Well, they renew the contract and then they trade them. It's not like a sign and trade.
Man, I'll be surprised.
All
I'll
right.
be surprised.
Speaking of Diggs, okay, they got to make a decision by next Monday. So most likely he's coming back, right?
Depends.
That
Depends.
money is that's a what? How
Or
many? How
we
much?
gonna eat that dead
17?
cap?
Yeah, that's too much. That seems like that's too much. We got to bring them back. And unfortunately,
If we bring him back, then you don't go receiver in free agency. You draft a late
nah,
receiver.
heck nah. I'm sorry, Matt. Nah, brother, you gotta sign a receiver. Either you draft one or you. I don't care if he comes back. The thing is, this man coming off an ACL, he's 31, going on 32 years old.
All right, yeah,
You have
I
to get
agree.
you another guy because Tank. You have to put in your mindset that
He's not
Tank
coming
is
back.
not going to be here this next year.
He's not coming back.
Not going to be here next year. So you have to go in there like, all right, we bring him back, but at the same
Right.
time, I
Okay.
need you to
So
try to go get me a wide receiver too. That either I draft one with that first pick, or I'm going to trade for one. And I'm not saying trade for a big name to get T Higgins or you know what I'm saying, or get Garrett
so this,
Wilson. It's not
I,
realistic.
let's see. This is where I think we got crossed. Like I think we still go get a receiver. I just don't think we go get a high value receiver. I think we get a guy who is a solid number three, or could be a number two with the right quarterback, right? Like maybe a Juwan Jennings from San Francisco, somebody like that. But I don't see us reaching that. Like if double E is not there, you don't go after a receiver in the first round. There are some good talented receivers in the draft. Golden from Texas, I'll take him in a heartbeat. Nolan from Iowa State, I'll take him in a heartbeat. And you can get those guys in the third and fourth round. So if double E, if a good receiver is not there at 25, you don't take one in the first round. You just don't do it.
I get you. I get you on that. I just know, man. I'm just ready to see how all this stuff unfolds. Like, man, like I hope Nick playing his cards right, because, bruh, he this gonna be a very interesting off season to
But
see.
I will tell you this: I am on the white boy hype. I will take some Scatterbo from Arizona State in the fourth round running back. I still think you try to improve the running back room, the depth,
I agree. I
to
agree.
get a third or fourth round running back.
I agree. I definitely.
Nick
I
needs to do
like
what
that.
he's best at, and that is trading in the draft. And we need more multiple fourth, fifth, maybe some third round draft picks.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Hey,
all he
I'll take the guy. At the end of the day, this running back class is very deep.
very deep.
There's certain guys that I don't want. You know what I'm saying? That some people kind of looking at, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping this guy that we do draft is an explosive, fast running back. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
That
take
can
him.
catch out of the backfield.
What was his name? Trey Henderson from Ohio State. I'll take
I'll
him.
take him for sure.
That's the I'd rather have him than the other guy you just
The
named
white
or
boy.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I need somebody fast, man.
Cam.
Like yeah. Like I want the same type of backfield the Lions have, man. I want something like that right there. What was it? Tails and Knuckles or Sonic and Knuckles? What the fuck they call themselves? I need
Yeah,
something like that, man.
Well, the only reason
Um,
why I went Scatterbo is because he is great at catching in the backfield. He's a really good receiver, and I think that's something that we can utilize more, especially with Nick Cayley. But that's funny. And Henderson catches too. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong with those two. But
yeah.
if I had a choice, I would take Henderson too because what you said, Chris, all the speed. You gotta
Question:
have that speed.
Would y'all be? How would y'all feel if our first two picks, our first pick and our second pick, is the first pick is Imuka and the second pick is Trey Henderson? How would y'all feel? Which I have a head scratcher, or which I've been like, all right, they're
Well,
trying to
I
make
don't. I mean,
CJ happy.
I don't think Trey should be going the second round. And if it was third round, yeah. Now,
Yeah,
if you go double E, defensive tackle, then a running back, I'm okay with that.
or even the
They
guard,
saying
right?
Trey might go first round. I
Or
don't know how
guard,
true
yeah.
that is.
The,
I don't
la- the
know.
last thing, the last time I read up, they still got him a third round value.
They got him in third round because I did see somebody. I don't know if it was just rumors. Somebody saying it's possible he can go first round because of the how fast, explosive he is, and he can do it all as a running back.
I mean,
And
there's still a lot to come, right? Like I agree with Chris Austin since day one about this. They hold the draft way too far apart. Like after the Super Bowl, this right after the Super Bowl, have the combines, and then have the
yeah,
draft right at the end of March. Like this
yeah,
whole waiting months upon months for months crap, stupid. Get
yeah.
get it done, and that way you can have
At
practice.
least having in March, yeah, like at least having in March. That would make sense. That
Yeah,
would make more sense.
Chris been
Like a month later.
Chris has been on that hill for a while, and I
Yeah,
110%.
yeah. They literally be having us out here waiting too much. just curious. Wonder. I mean, we do get the free agents. See stars next month, so
But again, I think that hurts NFL teams, right?
they
Like
do. It honestly
and
do.
it hurts free agents because people are like, if you're not Saquon Barkley, if you're not Daniil Hunter, they're like, now we're gonna wait and see if Justin. Like it hurt Justin Simmons,
Yeah,
right? Like you don't know what you got because you're waiting for that draft. So I think you
and
get it
that's
out of
the
the way.
thing.
Chris, I'll speak on it, brother. You've been on it for years. You go ahead, talk to us about it.
I mean, I think they just try to like really shit on the NBA. Say, look, we're gonna dominate even during our off time, and I think that's why they do that old dumbass shit, man. But I think the combine should be right now. Free agents should be right after that, and then the draft should be in the same month of March. OTAs can still stay in May, and we good to go.
Yeah, but you can open up camps earlier instead of July, right? Like you can start in June, right?
I mean, they should, because I mean, the wait be too goddamn long. But they just want us to talk about it like we always do. We talk about it, and to build up the ratings. That's what they want to do. Keep First Take going, NFL Network going, blah blah blah.
No, I agree. It's terrible. And I love the draft. So the faster it gets here, the faster I'm more happier. So, well, fellas, before we kick it off and the show, we watched the Super Bowl. I think we all are happy with the results. Kansas City got the brakes beat off of them. Boy, looked like Jody out there getting beat by the stepdaddy. Man, it was bad. So, but here's the I might be. I think me and Ken will have a different opinion than Crenshaw, but this is what I think the best of the Super Bowl was the halftime show. I'm pro Kendrick. I'm a K Dot fan till the day I die. I think it was poetically well done, artistically beautiful, and he's like, if people are wondering where Drake is, he's 6 feet under. That boy's dead. Like there's nothing to talk about. The beef between us two is officially over. Guys, what's y'all's take on
I'll let Chris go first.
Um, well, as far as the message, that was great. I mean, everything he did was great. I mean, the song choices could have been different, but he said, "Want to see them songs come to my concert." So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I don't care if they saying he's still with the Drake shit. I don't give a damn, because if it was the other way around, Drake would be doing the same goddamn shit. So keep it up, Kendrick. Go, go, go.
it? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, same man. Like I loved it, man. One thing for sure, like I've already known, like when it comes to Kendrick, you can't watch him live and then just critique right then and there. Like you have to go back and watch it a couple of times. And the message was definitely strong. And some may get it, some may not get it. But he did what he do. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of great live performances. when he's storytelling, and it's like, dang, like it touched your soul. But this was more of a like, let's have some fun, but hey, listen to what I'm trying to say. Pay attention to what I'm showing you, type stuff. And you have some people, man. People was gonna hate on it regardless. People was gonna say, man, that was trash. Y'all got this and that." And it's like some of these people just want to turn up, turn flips, and just get hyped. But it's like, bro, like he's the type of artist that you have to really look and like to see what he's trying to tell you. So, man, shout out to K. Dot. I've always been pro Kendrick, like from since day one, since I was 17 years old, having arguments with people, man, about who better, him or Drake, and I've always been on that hill. Man, Kendrick is better. I'm sorry, like, and that's just me. And I got love for Drake. Like, I love Drake music. It's just lately, it hasn't been what I've been wanting from Drake. Like, I want Drake to go back to the old Drake, but Drake just been kind of like in the wave of the new wave and trying to stay relevant. But really, he didn't have to do that. Like Drake can, he should have just stayed true to Drake instead of following, you know what I'm saying, the
I'm,
hype or whatever the case may be.
I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but the only good record he put out was his mixtape. I,
Yeah,
I,
man,
I,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I
What's the first one, Crenshaw? Like best I ever had.
yeah, that's the
That
mixtape. That's the
mixtape.
mixtape.
Okay, I thought it was
You,
album.
you talk you
Yeah,
talking about
bro.
so you talking about so far gone?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, that's
That
mixtape, right?
Yeah,
woo,
that's a
boy.
mistake.
Yeah.
Drizzy, we just want you to go back to that, bro. Like me personally, I knew he was gonna lose. Like, there's no way he was gonna beat Kendrick. You got away with you beat Meek Mills, you lost to Pusha T.
Now,
Like
okay,
you
I will say the Meek Mill back to back was probably one of the best diss songs in a while. So probably since
until not like us.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. But like, if we don't have Wayne involved with it, I don't think it's that good,
All right,
man.
now I'm not gonna say mistape. I will give him credit on his first three albums.
Same.
Thank Me Later, Take Care.
But
Hmm.
like
Nothing was the same. And then
these years,
even if you're reading this, it's too late. Those four albums was good, and after that, once he got his fan base, his cult following, he started dropping bullshit. He started
Yeah.
dropping
even that
bullshit,
no,
man.
you would think those are rap albums. To me, those more like a R&B hip or pop album.
But
To me,
but but
they're
if,
not
but
really
but
rap
if you
albums.
think but
You
if you
know what
think
I
about it,
mean?
if you think about it, Matt, though, if you think about it, Matt, on So Far Gone was the same shit. R&B. He was R&B. He had R&B songs
True,
on there. He had rap
true.
songs on there. He had a couple pop songs on there.
Yeah, it's
But
true. Yeah, you're
his
right.
fa-
You're right.
he once he looked at what he could do. He said, okay, if I go more pop, I go more songs that cater to them. I'm gonna get my fan base, and that's what he did. He started going more pop
Hmm.
songs, and that's why he started making that. I only need a one dance. That's a stupid ass song, but people like it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Hotline
People
Bling,
like it.
vocab, and
Yeah, Hotline Bling. You know what I'm
TV,
saying?
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
God's plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was that song is so simple, but it was like it's his biggest song ever. But it's so simple. And then people don't like Kendrick because people don't like to think. People don't
Nope.
like to think. Don't like to open up their mind. All they want to do is turn up and dance. That's why I ask my kids. I say, what do the people think about Kendrick's performance? They say, well, they like Kendrick, but they don't really care because all they want to do is just dance. They say Kendrick make us think too much, and that's and my kids are 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is, and that's why I feel like a lot of Drake fans are still. I'm sorry, I don't care if you get mad at me. I feel like they simple minded. They simple
Mhm.
minded or whatever, and they don't want to open up their mind because they're like, man, you too woke. It ain't about being woke as you rap as an artist, your art's supposed to grow. Drake art hasn't grown. He's the same motherfucker since back in the day. Your music's supposed to grow as you grow. This dude's
He's
this
just
dude's
simple.
he's almost 40 years old, but still rapping like he's 19, 20. Why has he got Boris in his hair when he had his braids? Why does he have fucking Boris in his hair? Why do he feel like he got to be on social media every day to prove a point? Hey y'all, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. I'm still that guy. Then he got to ride a coattail of a young up and coming artist to get their fan base. Just be you. You are great by yourself. You don't have to ride another person's coattail. And then again, You
And
lost, bro.
he kind of did the same thing though with Wayne. Like he kind of rode Wayne's coattail. Like if you really
What,
think
what,
about it,
but Wayne, his boss, that's his CEO. I get that, but the other people, that's the shit I don't understand.
right,
And
Yeah.
take the loss like a man, bro.
right.
You're not gonna win everything in life, but he will not take this loss like a man. He got to keep coming back and throwing slugs. Bro, it's
And so on and
okay.
so on and so on.
Yeah.
It's okay, bro.
Well, and
It's
plus,
all
like,
right, bro. You
plus,
win
like
some and lose some. But he
me,
hold on, he said this. You win some and lose some, long as the outcome is income. Like, brother, you said it yourself, bro. Like, stand on that.
okay, thank you, Keno, because
Stand on that, bro.
my opinion of him suing definitely made him lose this because him suing is same as calling the cops. Oh, look
Yeah,
what he did to me, bro! Like, come on,
yeah. My
like, come
thing is, bro, like, man, when I tell you I'm a hip hop fan and like I love rap,
on,
it just and what I wanted from this was Drake to just come back, like, and just going because no, he's not
bring
on
that back
Kendrick
to back
level.
heat,
You know what
right?
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's not on Kendrick level, but I still wanted him to tap into his rap because he can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can
Bring
do
some
it
of
if
that.
he just do it, but for some reason, like
Yeah,
listen,
I was
what
like
Kendrick say?
the same as
Nothing been
back
the
to back.
same
You know what I
since
mean?
what he said? He said nothing was the same since I dropped control and tucked the sister the rapper back into his pajama clothes. Like like Drake, bruh. Stop
Right.
being sensitive, dog. Like it's a competition.
But
You should be happy like this man coming for you. Because
right,
obviously,
like
you know what
Crystal
I'm
said,
saying?
he's
Like,
making people remember him. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody else is really on that level. So I
but
don't know, man.
I
And
do
then
want.
J. Cole.
Yeah, J Cole's just he's a turncoat, bro. Straight up turncoat. But he's still great.
Yeah.
I still love me some J
Definitely
Cole.
great. He is.
But
They're my top three.
I do want to speak on what Crenshaw said about this generation, right? Like all these people are saying, and I'm not saying Eminem's the goat. I'm not saying Eminem's one of the greatest because I don't think he is. I don't think he's top 10 in my opinion. But people don't think he's good anymore because, like Crenshaw said, they're making he drops some bars. Like Eminem still can flow, but they're making him think too much instead of these guys like uh Lil Yachty and you know they all the mumble rap like good beats they dance to it they don't care. But you got people like Jordan Lucas makes you think. J Cole makes you think. Kendrick Lamar makes you. Drake really don't make you think. So like these great rappers are kind of falling on the wayside because of today's generation. Because like I said, they make you think. They're artists
Hmm.
instead of like guys like us, old heads. We listen to the lyrics and see what they're saying, and we appreciate that. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care if the beat is like if I want to listen to a good beat, I'll turn on a little John song. Like I don't need to hear some mumble rapping to it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and one thing I would say about this, the disgrace to Mustard, DJ Mustard, is out of control. I don't know how they can say that uh, he only put out two good songs with Kendrick. He didn't do nothing else in his career. Like, are you stupid?
Man, they crazy.
DJ Mustard's been the top DJ in what the last 5 years. Like, come on, put
DJ Mustard got a lot of songs that people don't
a
know that
lot
he
of
even produced.
a lot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It
Rihanna,
One of
just
Tiger best songs,
Rack
Rack
City,
City. Like,
yeah.
bro,
Rihanna, like
that's
you
Tiger
go
best
on.
song.
see, man, it's like this, bro. It's almost like how Houston was back in the day with North Side, South Side. If you're from the South, you're not supposed to rock with the West Coast. So that's why they're gonna say Kendrick's not Kendrick's this, Kendrick's that. You know, you're not supposed to rock with the East Coast. So you're supposed to beef. So they're not gonna give him the credit. And then with Kendrick, he's not a follower. He don't have to be. He don't have to be in everybody's face. Hey man, let me get on the song with you. Let me get on the song with me. Blah blah blah. Like Drake does. Drake, he want to be liked. He want to be liked so much. Let me tell you who Kendrick Lamar is to me. Kendrick Lamar to me is Dave Chappelle.
Mm.
When Dave Chappelle does his comedy, you gotta fucking think. You gotta get a encyclopedia. Like, what the fuck did he
Oh,
say?
And like you just said, he don't give a fuck.
He
Like
don't give a fuck. He
he'll
gonna
take his
say
money and run to
whatever.
Africa, right? Like he'll take his
Now,
money and run to Africa.
now, now, Drake to me, and a lot of people love this comedian here, is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's silly. He's he's his jokes and all that, but people love him because he's little. He falls down a lot like Steve Urkel, and he kisses ass, and that's what the fuck Drake is. And that's why Kevin Hart sells a lot. So Kevin Hart will sell more than Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle's a better comedian. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
right. Kendrick pushes the limit, just like Dave Chappelle does.
Yeah.
And
Cat
Drake,
Williams and shit. Cat Williams, another guy. He's an unapologetic guy. He's gonna say whatever comes to his mind. He doesn't care about what you say about him. But Kevin Hart, he's gonna care what you say about him because he want to be liked by everybody. That's what you just look at Kevin Hart. He want to be liked by everybody, and that's the same way with Drake.
yeah,
That's facts.
yeah. I mean, that's spot on, bro.
That's
The
facts.
same way with Drake, bro. I just don't get it, bro. Like you could be great as you are, bro. You don't have to. Everybody don't have to like you, bro. Everybody do not have to like you. But if you don't like him, it's a bad thing. Man, like I
Well,
say, I
Kendrick
don't
said
know.
it. Kendrick said it best, man. It's motherfucking big three. It's just big me, you know. So you don't
Yeah.
like it, fuck him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Bro.
why Kendrick said only you care about being famous. That's what he
Hmm.
said on the song. Only you care about being
Yeah.
famous. I don't care about being famous because I've been in a house with my wife, my girlfriend, and my kids doing family shit. I don't be on social media. This man will never be on social media at all. I
Yeah.
ain't know Kendrick had an Instagram to recently. I thought, damn, he got an Instagram. I looked
Well,
on his Instagram. He got like 2 pictures on there.
and but the thing is Drake like the this is it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but Kendrick like took it another step. Like, man, this boy took it to race, like calling him a colonizer, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like, dude, you just got murdered to stop. But
And here's the thing though, and I feel like, and I'm gonna try to like slam this up real quick, but a lot of people don't know. Like people think Kendrick just came out of nowhere, beefing with Drake. Man, this go way back. This go way back to
2005,
2012,
yeah,
2011, and 12. But I would say 2012 when the Control verse dropped, and it was a friendly competition. Um, at least J Cole reached out like, bro, what's up, bro? Like you're like, bro, it's competition, bro. Like, I'm just trying to compete. The man said in the verse, I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you. Meanwhile, he said Tyler the Creator in that verse, him and Tyler Creator cool. Tyler Creator was at the Pop Out show. You know what I'm saying? He Pusha T, he said his name. They still cool. Like, he said a lot of guys' name. He said Big Crit, you know what I'm saying? Wale. And somebody, I don't want to get into that, but somebody got mad. He didn't get mentioned, which is Joey, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, bro, he competition. And Drake went on a radio station and he said some harsh words. Like, bro, what? Like,
But
he
but
literally
but
said,
but but this the same. But look, the same week he dropped that, he saw Drake. They dabbed each other up. Say, man, it's all love. I'm just pushing the competition in hip hop. Cause let me tell you why. Everybody say hip hop is dead. They say what they always say. 90s rap is better, right? They say 90s rap is better. So Kendrick say, I'm tired of them saying that. I want to let them know that us young guys can rap too. So he just trying to make those guys rap better, be better in football,
compete,
and
compete.
compete in football. We talk to wide receiver. He's not gonna say this guy better than me. I'm better than him. I'm better than that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They still friends at the end of the goddamn day.
Exactly.
Justin Jefferson said, I'm better than Jamar Chase. Jamar said, I'm better than Justin Jefferson. At the end of the day, they still goddamn friends. They ain't beefing with each other because you're supposed to think you're better than this goddamn person.
Exactly.
After 1 year, look at CJ say, oh, CJ say, oh, I'm better than that quarterback. I'm better than that quarterback. That's in his mind. I'm better than the motherfuckers, even though he might not be better than them, but you got to think that. So that's what Kendrick did. But here comes Drake, act like a little bitch. You can't say that. You can't be better than me.
Those are harsh words.
Yeah.
When that
but,
man said
but
those are harsh words,
also
I was
though,
like,
like
yo,
think about it though, for real. Honestly, think about it. What has Drake really done for the culture, right? You go back to K Dot's Compton concert. The man had Bloods, Crips, everybody on stage, uniting. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter that they're going to go outside and kill each other afterwards. They were still there on stage, dapping each other up for that one moment. Tell me
yeah.
anything Drake did that did anywhere close to that.
Man, the only thing
Never.
Drake did, the only thing Drake has done, he was giving out consistent music. That's all he's done. Before as culture wise, he hasn't really done nothing for the culture. He's giving out consistent music because he has to keep dropping music so people could still think he that guy. Go missing. Kendrick will go missing for a year or two, come back. Eminem will go missing. Jay-Z
Because
will
they
go
care
missing.
because they care about what they put out. He doesn't.
Yeah.
As long as people
Exactly.
subscribe to it, he don't care. He cares about the Grammys. Kendrick doesn't. He doesn't care about the awards. He cares about artistic music, and that's
Quality. Quality over
Timeless.
quantity. Quality
yep.
over
Timeless.
quantity, man. That's all he worried about, man. That's why they like, damn, what's taking so long to drop? He say, man, look, I gotta get my thoughts right. I gotta get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for to just
Ain't
give
just
y'all
trying to drop.
anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just
Yeah.
how he is.
But I mean, when you go, compare albums, like Kendrick has way better albums than Drake.
That's true.
You know, like Damn, the one of
It's
the greatest albums.
creative. And that for some reason I don't understand why people don't like creativity. That's the whole purpose of being an artist. Art. It's art. Like if y'all cool with just having these club bops, and to be totally honest, and this came out of Drizzy mouth, you'll be here today and gone tomorrow. And honestly, his latest music here today and gone tomorrow. And it's like, yo, you drop it every year. You might drop twice a year. And it's like, yo, like some of these songs, really majority of these songs is like, it's cool. And then next thing you know, you're not listening to that a month or 2 months later. Like you just not. But Kendrick, I still go back and listen to a Good Kid. I still go back and listen to the damn album. To Pump the Butterfly, Session 80. What's the other album? Session 80. Overly Dedicated.
Yeah,
Like,
over
bro,
dedicated, Mr.
yeah,
Morrow.
Mad
like
City, like I mean, you go
yeah,
on and
like
on.
all his stuff. Like I would literally go to my search bar and just type Kendrick and just shuffle, just listen to Kendrick. That's just me. Like, and it's only because like the man is so creative. Like he inspires me honestly as an artist. So Drizzy on the other hand, like I just wish he would have never did what he did as far as like just trying to stay in the wave. And I just wish he would have stayed on his path. And you know what I'm saying? He still would have been great.
Well,
Like he didn't need to do all that going to Atlanta, trying to do what Atlanta do and take their culture, whatever the case may be, or go to wherever, like wherever he was taking. He didn't have to do that, bro. Just stay in your lane and do you, because Drake is a great artist, but he did what he did. Don't write all his music as well, so it's kind of like,
well,
eh,
kind of like Kershaw compared the two to comedians, right? Well,
yeah,
the football podcast. So you can compare them to football, right? Like Kendrick is the Eagles. Okay, he got there. He took some on the chin, so he went back, came back, did his work. Drake, they didn't complain. The Eagles didn't complain. Didn't blame the refs or anything, right? Drake is the Chiefs. When they lose, what happened? Oh, the referees. The referees cost us a game. If the referees didn't wasn't those bad calls, we win the game. So
yeah,
to me, Drake just needs to accept the loss and take it on the chin. Quit like Kershaw could say, quit being a bitch.
yeah.
So
Yeah, he definitely, man. He all these moves he making, man, and taking shots at Serena and all that type of stuff. It's like, bro, it's making you look worse, bro. But hey, like literally, Kendrick, he called it. He called it all, and it's kind of like whether the Drake fans want to admit it or not, Drake has been on some corny stuff, man. He's like the stuff, the way he's been moving is just not it, bro. He acting like you're not even acting like. I would say he acting like a childish person, but he's acting like a female. I'm sorry, like he's moving like a childish female, and it's like, yo, come on, bro. Like all you had to do was just take this under the chin, or you could have came back with a hit. You know what I'm
it's bit
saying?
better, right? It's bit
You
better.
just could have came back with a hit and did what
Iron's
you
supposed
know
to
what I'm saying
sharpen
you could do.
iron. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I love hip hop. Hip hop is a sport, and in sports you compete. It's all love at the end of the day. So
Yeah, all of our friends are probably like, why are they talking rap about on a Texans podcast? Well, if you haven't been here since day one, we're about the culture, we're about everything. So also, go ahead, Chris. I know you're about to say something. Go ahead.
Well, no, you're right. We about the culture, and also it's the motherfucking off season. Okay,
Right. Well, and
it's the off season.
this helps me bring our next guest for next week.
There you go.
We got the Texan legend, rap legend, Don Key himself, because we're going to be talking about this with him. We're going to get his thoughts. So make sure you tune in next week when we have Mr. Houston himself, 713, Don Key coming in. Crenshaw's got some questions for him that I can't wait. I hope Crenshaw asks him. So you better tune in next week to hear about it. Till then, fellas, tell everybody where we can find you on social media, what you got cooking, so that way we can support you. Crenshaw, I'll start with you, brother.
Find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw everywhere.
All right. And man with the message, Mr. Keno, talk to him.
Y'all can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, and on TikTok at Hair Ken Out, Instagram, and also YouTube, Kenneth the Messenger, for my music and stuff like that. But yeah, man, y'all continue to support us, man. We're gonna continue to run it up. It's the off season, but we're gonna still keep going up and up and up.
And we haven't mentioned if you have noticed something different, our brother Bo Diggity is no longer with the show. He wants to focus on his family, himself, and his TikTok. So we salute him. We love him. We wish the best with his endeavors on there. But whatever we do, make sure you follow him at Bo Diggity 713. The guy is straight killing it on TikTok. So make sure you keep following him, keep supporting him, and also support our new guys. We got Honcho at H-Town Honcho 713, and of course Texan TV. I wish he was on here because he's the hip hop head too. He would just destroy that the Drake and Kendrick beef. So maybe next week we'll hear a little bit more about it. But you can follow me at A1 Day One Texans, and like Crenshaw and Kenneth both said, make sure you share the show, follow it, because all we're doing is going up. So Texas Fan Battle everywhere. Until next week, be listening to some Screwed Up Click, some Swisher House, whatever. Get yourself in the mood for Mr. Don Key, because it's going to be a great one. Till next week, have a great week and stay blessed.
I'ma calm down. Once we chop it up, there's an H-Town anthem, so we gotta slow it up.
This the best podcast known to man. We been raw. You heard it here first from Keno and Fifth Ward Crenshaw.